Some stories are so absurd, so ridiculously stubborn that they almost feel like fiction. Two pilots, two amputations, two men who refused to let life tell them enough, and somehow both ended up fighting in World War II like it was a casual Tuesday. Douglas Bader was born in 1910 in England. Flying was still considered a slightly dangerous hobby for rich boys with nerves of steel. And Bader? He had nerves of steel and the kind of ego that could lift a Spitfire on its own. By the 1930s, he was an RAF pilot, young, brash, talented, and accident-prone. During an aerobatic maneuver, he misjudged a low-level roll and slammed into the ground. The crash destroyed his legs, one above the knee, the other below. The RAF politely suggested retirement. Bader looked at his prosthetic legs and said, right, we'll try this again. Walking on prosthetic legs in the 1930s wasn't like strapping on carbon fiber blades. We're talking heavy metal, leather straps, and the constant threat of falling over in public. Yet Bader didn't just walk. He ran, climbed, and somehow convinced the RAF he could still fly a Spitfire in combat. By World War II, Bader was back in uniform. He flew in the Battle of Britain, not just surviving, but excelling. His legs didn't slow him down. They gave him an air of untouchable cockiness. Bader had this insane habit of pulling his Spitfire into impossible maneuvers, sometimes flipping upside down over enemy aircraft just to see if the Germans could follow. Some pilots called him reckless. Others called him a genius. The Luftwaffe probably called him a demon with a stiff upper lip. Bader also had a slightly absurd habit of, quote-unquote, teasing enemy planes. He would fly directly over German airfields at low altitude, flipping them off in code language with his ailerons, which is basically the aviation equivalent of mooning someone politely. It was illegal, dangerous, and gloriously stupid, but somehow it worked. The Germans spent entire days trying to figure out if this man was a pilot or a practical joke sent from God. At one point, he apparently tried to convince a squadron of Messerschmitts to play tag with him mid-air. They did not comply. Then came 1941. During a dogfight over France, Bader's luck finally caught up. Shot down and captured by the Nazis, he was sent to a POW camp. Most prisoners would sit in a cell, maybe play cards, and try to survive. Not Bader. He immediately began plotting escapes. Multiple times, day after day, fence climbing, bribing guards, tunneling with spoons, probably trying to convince a guard to swap uniforms with him using reasoning that only a man with metal legs could pull off. The Germans, fed up, did what any rational person would do. They took his prosthetic legs away. Yes, the Nazis tried to immobilize him. Did it work? Not at all. He still tried escaping on stumps. Eventually, they realized the problem wasn't Bader's legs. It was Bader. They gave him back his legs, and he continued